Hi.
Hello.
This is a great bookstore. Bird and Beckett. I've got some really good finds here. And one day at a reading, I was standing in the fiction section, and I found Eileen Miles' book "Cool for You," and which I had never even seen before, and it was really great. And then I remember another time I found a copy of Bob Kaufman's "Ancient Rain," and Nick's dad sold it to me for the price that was on the back of the cover, which was like a 20-year-old price. I mean, he didn't make a mistake. I mean, that's just the kind of like things you can find around here, and the prices are great. I'm gonna read all new poems, and I wrote a short one. $10,000 poem. The magic is in the words. The words are in me and personal worry. This is called Notes on Santa Cruz for Coulter Jacobson. I listen to Nina Simone's Suzanne while I wait to shower. She gets me on the wavelength. On the 280 I get a speeding ticket. It's Boxing Day. We touch the sea anemones at Sunny Cove. I finally get to eat at Dharma's. Check in at Max's La Bahia apartment. He's gonna wash the sheets and everything else is lived in. I forget my money at the bookstore. No pizza next door. No fish tacos. Coco wins enough tickets for a sword and an eye patch. I read women writing about their lives. Miles, DePrima, Mayer. I want to write fictobiography, erotica like them. They are unafraid. I eat up their stories, who they sleep with, what they eat, the sentimentality. I want to say more, but I can't yet. The boardwalk is too haunted for Coco. She flies a tiny police helicopter, and I am proud to be her father. After dark, I walk to Coaster's Bar and Grill. I leave the tab open. A man sings Frank Sinatra. In 3 years, I will be king of the hill, top of the heap. I can make it anywhere, but will never get enough sleep. I walk to the beach. I'm a party man. I fight it because I'm damaged. Happy third Christmas Day. We wake up and drive to Natural Bridges. A dead sea lion. Up Highway 9, Felton, Roaring Camp, New Leaf, Scotts Valley, Boulder Creek. I find out Sudden Impact, the worst of the Dirty Harry movies, was filmed at La Bahia. I've already talked too much about this. I'm drawing the apartments. I first draw the windows and an outline of the building, then the letters. I find a cartoon of Greta Garbo. I draw her being kissed in one of the windows, but of course she doesn't fit the small view. She's bigger than that, but I get the kiss just right. This is called Canyon Chronicle. The game master, chain smoker, sleeper of bed on floor, kimchi part-timer, loather of self-acceptance. You dropped something. Breathe, motherfucker. Regent big bug hunter. Capital yes man. Link to France. Scared of most. Mother hugger. Father anger. Sorry all the time. All apologies, bro. Seriously lyrical. Just a good time. Bad plaque. Good breath. Great driver, provider. More than necessary. A pleasure and giver. This next poem is a weird form. I borrowed the form from a friend, a poem called Ode. So it's like my own ode, but it's called Easy Friend. Crackhead, tranny lover, double life liver, best style, biggest balls, knocked out, hidden humor, window sitter, 1,000 packs of parliaments, now in prison, laughs at everything, lover, straight lesbian, best fiend, meat cutter, we were going to write a book together, mother of hair, friendly stoner, customer of smelly Kelly, all the gays love her, moved away, best loved maker, hard to get a hold of, lots of speed stories, a little worried, sits in the park trying to figure out a career, gets stoned and is okay with it, nice man, new friend, see you soon in ambient noise, new father, photographer, lived way out there before it was close, always employed, one of the not fucked up ones, loves repetition, left toe drag, every skater's friend, gives me shoes and clothes, took me to Peru, great travel partner, Machu Picchu, Cusco, Lima, casino whorehouse with Tio, only wanted to punch me once in Medford, Oregon, big gay heart, straight shooter, mariachi band leader, bad hands and wrists, got hit by a car and survived, the Pilsner meter, double face kisser, sharer of emotions, homeowner, never a disappointment. Memory drawer, Ukiah traveler, always a smile, reads more poetry than poets. Artist's favorite artist, the last to leave the party once, guitars and recordings, also bad hands and wrists. The first poet I knew, writer of ode, door opener, immediate hugger, discriminate company, unteaching the taught, damaged, always down to get lifted, portrait artist of mostly dead white men, native speech holder, second book to put name on map, not settling for less, RIP 26th Street apartment. Clothes folder, control freak, careless cat lover, divorcee, amazing frontside slappy, father of one, impeccable style, strength of 1,000 angry men, friendship to learn from, Arkansas relocator, married in Conway, my favorite poet, wrote a flipboard for one summer, slowest to get ready, a sleeper, never eats before noon if at all, gin and tonic drinker, charismatic, easy friend, collaborator, the real gas meter, funny and knows it, favorite artist, most attractive man from Dorset, old friend made new, father of two, husband of dog lover, neurotic, best at scaring, backside tail slides and frontside flips on lock back in the day, sheep shoes, cover maker, always invites me over on holidays, campouts in the front yard, a great sunset on the 4th of July. I burned through those pretty fast. I've been working through this Kenneth Koch book, Sleeping on the Wing. It was like a book that Kenneth Koch put out for like high school students, for poetry teachers to teach high school students, and I mean, it's got like all your like, all great poets, and then it's got, so they'll have poetry by Apollinaire, Rimbaud, Stein, Whitman, Stevens, everybody, poems, and then an essay by Kenneth Koch, and then after that a little like practice lesson, where you can write. So it's like I just took myself back to school because I left school, but high school, which is even better than. So I just been just like doing like one a week or something, and typing them out and putting them away. And since I have time, I'll read a couple. This was the first one. This is my Walt Whitman. Of course, they never come out like I could never sound like Walt Whitman, and even the assignments are kind of silly. It's like try and like emulate this this great poet, which usually just ends up me like doing something weird. Bringing on the sleep. I'd like to die in Vancouver, in the Canby hostel, exploding in laughter after one day of carving the blue-tiled ladle. I'd like to live on Orcas Island, hike Monument Mountain in flip-flops, drink warm orange soda from the highest cliff with a pretty woman and her kids. I'd like to bury Reno in dust. Nothing should live on $1.87 hamburger buffets like cops, no matter how many fingers break, how many nuggets bake. I'd like to sleep in Paris, resting on a cool pillow, fancy air in my nose. Jesus de l'esprit. You can tell a lot about me, and there I would not care. I'd like to return to Natchez. Hi, Elena. Dina, Paula, Jamie, Scott, Mama, rest in peace, and Aunt Sandra. I'd like to see Mount Rushmore's black hills climb in a nostril and wave to my family, a booger to blow. I like getting high in Bolinas near Lamantia's grave, the cool black scorpion cutting stone, dark mud dripping from its tail. I like getting high in Suquamish, where green is gold and tight black jeans, and love floats 1 foot off the ground. This was my Rilke. It's called The Western. You yellow rose of Texas, harmonica man magnificent, high violent city for a few dollars, your name is nobody. Red River Valley, still square dancing when Pecos Bill comes, as a little brown jug and everybody's talking about how the West was won. Sometimes you dance with the dolly, few have forsaken you, others gun for Ringo. But the return of the good, Johnny Guitar, oh Susanna my darling, farewell to Cheyenne in the heart. Okay, this one was fun to write. This is my Stevens, and it was, you don't have to do these. He gives you a couple of options, all right, but it was like a lot of explanation and stuff, and so I did. Yeah, Ken Cook must have really loved Wallace Stevens, because in all the other essays, he kind of talks about the person, how they lived, and what was going on in their lives. And Wallace Stevens, he just talked about the poems, and he just talked about how much Wallace Stevens looked at everything with new eyes, and how everything was described for the first time as if he was seeing it for the first time. And hence, 13 Ways of Looking at a Blackbird was in there. And so I wrote my own 13 Ways of Looking at a Blackbird, but it was yesterday morning I woke up and the fish was dead in the aquarium. So mine's just called Dead Fish. I don't even know if it's 13 ways of looking at that dead fish, because I had to scoop it out and put it in the toilet. Dead fish. 1. Bobble in the water by white of morning to the march of Bolero. 2. I am the net, the brown and the green algae, the swirl of pearl on a conch braid. 3. There you sick onyx-eyed floater. 4. An eater no longer, former swimmer, fin of no light, no silver or strength. 5. I am dreaming, asleep in my mood, but that don't get you back again. 6. I am to ignite the porcelain pyre, sound the cannon in salute. 7. The dance of the spirits' shining faces. 8. The king my brother and the king my father. 9. I do not know the weather. Exile is an empty aquarium, star in the center of the bowl. 10. At the sight of you, my daughter cries out. She rides over asphalt in an aluminum bell. 11. Inside the hand of death, a door opens to the central control room. 12. Atomic reactors run wild. The fish must be moving. 13. A lifetime in the morning. It was ending and lunch is served on a walnut slab. Thank you.